Freaks, it's Friday, October 3rd, 2025. Coming up on the program today, a sweet transvestite hit some sour notes. Plus, the loose bottom who made a creamed cannoli out of his prolapsed asshole. And motorized shopping carts are not to be used as makeshift ambulances. All coming up today.
A stormy night at Dracula's place. The wolfman had a ball gag in his face. Frankie's bride with her nipples clamped. The mummy's cock was wet and damp. It was a monster gangbang, stinky and frightful. It was a monster gangbang, totally delightful. It was a monster gangbang, lots of common blood. It was a monster gangbang, and that's when Frankie blew some lined the castle walls. The vampires had a case of blue balls. The smell of Astroglide wafting in the air. The werewolf had matted pubic hair. It was a monster gangbang, stinky and frightful. It was a monster gangbang, totally delightful. It was a monster gangbang, full of fornication. It was a monster gangbang, even a little satanic masturbation. Frankenstein tried a little scat play. He did it on Dracula, but he wasn't gay. So Drac got mad and smeared some on the demon. Soon there was a frothy mix of shit and semen. The time had come and all were nude. Peeking from the windows, it sure looked lewd. By the end of the night, the castle was defiled by feces, snot, and other bile. It was a monster gangbang, stinky and frightful. It was a monster gangbang, totally delightful. It was a monster gangbang, lots of common blood. It was a monster gangbang, and that's when Frankie blew some mud. It was a monster gangbang. It was a monster gangbang. It was a monster gangbang.
It's Distorted View Daily, sponsored once again by TV listener Yay.
Also, do a Google search for little Asian girls' feet. Oh, you'll thank me.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
I don't have kitty milk.
Yes! Hey, freaks, Tim back here with you one more time as we wrap things up with the Friday show. Have a good one for you. Gotta say thanks to Yay. Yay sponsored the show last month, and they're back again with a very specific request. Usually at this point, I would say, Rod or Pay, tell us a little more, but today I will do these honors because Yay's request actually involves my good friend, Rod. I'll do my best Rod or Pay impression. Yes, Tim. Today's request comes from DV listener Yay, who says, could you make a Rod or Pay advertisement for the show? I get a lot out of it newbies may not know. I don't know what Yay is talking about. I thought, and then he, Yay, or she, I don't even know if Yay is a man or a woman. Yay actually provides the copy, right? The advertisement he wants Rod or Pay to record for this sideshow commercial. So later on in the program, you know, usually halfway through, I beg you guys to sign up for the sideshow. I'll let Rod or Pay do that. Let me just say, once again, Yay, thank you so much for not only sponsoring the show once, but twice. You are certainly helping out the program. Really do appreciate it. At the top of the show, you heard a little cover of sorts of my Monster Gangbang song. I once again utilized AI for that, just like all of those Cerebra Venti songs on the Wednesday podcast. I think the nicest comment I got about that episode came from Kyle, who said, I'm 13 minutes in, and this test of patience is really good. You are and have been playing AI like a grand piano. Most people lack the vision and desperation for material. You do. Well done. I know some people really hate AI. And I do too. I hate bad AI. But in my opinion, what is worse than bad AI is my natural singing voice. So I get a real kick out of turning my shitty, out of tune, out of pitch music into something that actually sounds good. And that's why we did the Monster Gangbang cover today. Oh, one final note about all of those Cerebra Venti Out Now covers. I got so many requests and messages about those songs and people wanting to have access to them. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to put them up on Spotify or anything, at least right now. I will, however, upload a lot of the tracks to YouTube, our YouTube channel, so you can replay any one of your favorite versions of that classic. 6 o'clock in the morning. Again, it's another one of those songs where, my version is awful. All the other ones are pretty good. All right, I do have some great audio to share with you today. Proximity is back, messing around with some dorks in VR. Now, this is an environment he's been in before, and these people know who Proximity is.
What if I told you I'm Proximity Chat?
Could say that again, you son of a bitch, and I'll make sure you get blacklisted from every bar in Dustview. You do not talk about that name in my presence.
Yeah, a lot of people in VR chat know the type of shenanigans Proximity gets into. Well, he returns to this VR environment. It looks like it's a furry community of sorts, and Proximity's not using his name. He's using the alias Axel.
Hey, Axel.
Oh, everyone knows Axel. Everyone knows and loves Axel for the time being.
Oh, hey, I had to leave your bar.
Well, what? Why? That's my dad's legacy, Axel. I'm hoping you're not saying anything ill about it.
This guy right here told me that you guys are working with Proximity Chat.
Now, the avatar he's pointing to, I believe, is Proximity's friend. Really, an accomplice in this video.
He says he owns a bar and knows a bunch of bad things about what you guys are doing.
Do you, Stephen, have identification of bar ownership? Do you have any verification that you are a DCN bar owner?
Yeah, it should be in my
groups. If you're lying out your teeth, you will be kicked out of the set faster than you could say horseshit, because nobody is going to cause trouble on my set and live to tell about it.
Yeah, he keeps calling this virtual environment a set because it's made to look like that game show Press Your Luck. It's got the board, the whammy board, it's got where the contestants sit. I guess people come in and play Press Your Luck.
Well, I actually came here about you. I know you support Proximity Chat.
That's bullshit. Oh my God. I don't support Proximity Chat.
You're going to be blacklisted from a bunch of bars. I've been going around telling them about.
Oh, he kicked him.
Timebreaker, did you just hear that?
Yeah, they just kicked Proximity Chat's friend. Not Proximity Chat, though.
Timebreaker, did you just hear that?
What even is Proximity Chat? I don't even know what that is.
I gotta get on Dustview and I gotta do it quick. They're gonna try and get me blacklisted from every bar in Dustview, and I'm like, nope, I don't know what to fucking do now. I'm pissed. I gotta get a hold of my crew now.
Yeah, so this guy who's falsely being accused of being Proximity Chat's friend calls all of his buddies and they arrive. But first, there's this little exchange.
I'm just saying you're going to be blacklisted from so many bars once this gets out, because I just figured this out a couple hours ago.
No way, f***er. My boss is on his way here now.
I love accusing unstable people of just ridiculous things and watching them lose their minds.
You damn asshole! Let me explain! We know he has numerous VRC accounts to pull his havoc. DCN bans one, he'll come right back fully strong with another one to try it again.
As his friends are arriving, he again lets Proximity Chat know he's in deep doo-doo.
You've got my whole boss and my whole entire co-worker team on your ass now. I hope they make quick fucking work of your ass.
It doesn't go exactly as planned for this guy.
Here all right, everybody.
All right, that's enough.
Yes, all of his friends have arrived. They are going to hear oral arguments for this very important case.
Everybody. That's enough.
That is enough.
All right.
You calm down for a minute.
I'll be
Step away for a little bit and go down.
All right, so this poor guy who's being accused of being Proximity's friend walks away. Meanwhile, Proximity Chat, who is playing the part of some guy named Alex, and Proximity Chat's friend, who's also there to wreak havoc, lay out their claim that this poor guy is actually friends with Proximity, all in an attempt to get him banned.
Yeah, listen to your friends.
Go bastard!
All right,
So
catch
is this
yourself
everyone?
on what's going on.
So that person over there keeps letting proximity chat into multiple bars, especially the cumulative bar. And I'm fed up.
You're not the only one.
I have reason to believe that he's in cahoots with proximity chat.
This guy might be telling the truth.
I have a feeling he's right up on this.
If that is the case, we will have no choice but to remove Bond from Cumulus.
Turns out some of his quote-unquote friends actually think that he's the guy letting proximity chat in the rooms over and over.
We will have no choice but to remove Bond from Cumulus. We will not have somebody who's in cahoots with a known troller.
I know you have proximity chat in your friends list so he can get in and record.
I'm sorry, what bullshit were you spouting?
Stay out of it. This is just us.
Excuse me? You make a first
Misty.
impression. I boot proximity out of that bar every time I meet him in there.
I think this guy is the father, or the guy playing the father of the accused. The father and son team who own the bar, I guess.
And so does King Midnight. So again, what bullshit are you spouting? And I founded this bar right here.
Missy, stop.
This one hates proximity chat with a damn passion. And you need to take a step back and realize something here. If you really want something from somebody else, you can attract more flies with honey than with vinegar.
Well, I'm all out of honey.
Yeah, well, vinegar ain't gonna do you jack shit, pal. And after what you said to my father, threatening to get his freaking bar shut down, because
I'm gonna go and do what
I love it. Like, just the mass pandemonium that this guy's causing. This goes on for 11 minutes. I'm going to provide a link on the show notes today, because you really should look at all these freaks in the chat.
I need to do to squash this. Unlike some people, I have friends in high places. You need to watch who you're talking to.
No, you're going to stay out of it.
No, I'm not.
Yes,
They're threatening the livelihood of a place that I founded that
You are
trying to do all
stay
encompassing.
out of it.
No, I'm not.
Don't you fucking talk to me like that.
Everyone is fighting now.
I'm not the one to be talked to like that.
Okay, fine. Then I'll just pull my funding and your fucking Patreon. I'll just abandon the bar.
Okay.
This shit.
Shut down your own fucking bar.
Fire her ass, Dad!
We came here for a civil conversation.
Fire her ass. What a little weasel. Dad, fire her. She's a bitch. We don't need her. And this is all because proximity chat just wildly accused someone of letting proximity chat in the chat. It's just craziness. Again, I will provide a link on the show notes today. Let's move on. I've got a short Tamir update. Tamir, he hates Emma Watson. She's always making his leg twitch. That guy. I wish I could tell you that Tamir was doing well, but he's got a real issue with the number 11,000. What the fuck am I talking about? I wish I knew. Explain it to me, please.
I will never do 11,000. Never.
10,000 is reasonable. 11,000, it's just too much.
I have the right. Forget about the right to choose. I have the right to think. I am standing in my kitchen and I am thinking, just thinking, about all sorts of programs, not for the.
I was like trying to understand what 11,000 meant based on everything else he's saying, like trying to piece together what it could possibly be, but he's not really saying anything.
For the sake of choosing to do them, but just to expand my fucking knowledge. And every time I try to think in private, that son of a bitch abuses my body to force me to do that stupid 11,000.
Now there's a long pause where I thought he'd calm down.
I will never cooperate with that motherfucker. Fuck him and fuck his 11,000.
I was wrong.
I have the right to think!
All right. Can someone decipher this for me? I also looked for clues in the comments. Maybe people who follow Tamir a little more closely know what's going on. They were less than helpful. Someone said, will you do 11,001? Another person said, you will own nothing and be happy. Someone else said, you will do 11,000 because Emma demands it. So you're just going to drive them nuts by saying stuff like that. The last comment was the most intriguing. Maybe this has something to do with 11,000. Sam Williams says, you have diabetic neuropathy. If you don't treat it, you will lose your legs to gangrene. Not sure where 11,000 comes into play. Still, a very scary warning. Poor Tamir. A couple other random clips before we get into the news. As you can tell, I've collected a bunch of these over the week. We haven't gotten to them yet, so I'm going to vomit them out right now. Earlier in the show, of course, I mentioned we did that Monster Gangbang song. We're gearing up for the Halloween season. I am not the only one, though. One of my favorite Linda Finkel Hall of Fame nominees, John Liska, is back with a cover of Tim Curry's Sweet Transvestite from the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which is very Halloween-y. Most people think of the Time Warp song as a Halloween tune, but sure, Sweet Transvestite can be one.
Thrown out by the way I look, don't judge, and hook is not.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
By the way I look, don't judge, and hook is.
Don't judge a hook.
Not much of the man by late night and day.
I just realized that this guy does not know how to read, I think.
Night, I am a sweet transvestite.
That was Sweet Transvestite.
I am a sweet transvestite.
A sweet fistite.
I'm sweet ritual from the Transvestite.
I think I've heard enough. You know, hearing him sing Sweet Fistite reminded me we haven't checked in with Hunger FF lately. What has that sloppy, wrecked, inside-out asshole been up to? Well, recently, Hung Latino Dom stuffed him full of whipped cream and then worked his butthole until the cream squeezed out like a prolapsed cannoli. That is one of Hunger FF's most recent tweets, and yes, there's a video that accompanies it. The first thing you're going to hear is Hunger FF shitting out the whipped cream. And some guy underneath his hole eating it all up.
You fucking big.
His prolapse is now extended out, covered in whipped cream.
Prolapse Cannoli.
Fuck you, bitch. Fuck.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, and he's continuing to fart out cream as he's being fisted.
Wow.
Right there.
Dude. So fucking awesome.
It's a very vocal prolapse. You know, he recently had that issue. He had surgery on his butthole because it ripped, but he's back up on that horse. Or fist, I guess.
Okay.
Better than ever.
Yeah, okay.
Getting punch fucked here. I love when they make those haunting, like, crying noises. Oh, sounds very pleasurable. Why, God, why? You know, he posted on X. Oh, he's still going there. I'm just going to power through. I'll talk over him. He posted a couple pictures of his prolapsed ass. He says, I'm flat on my back in my bedroom, pushing my guts out till they're hanging heavy. The shape's different since my surgery. It's got a little curve to it now. Fuck, it's still hot watching my gut meat drop out so easy. Good to see and hear Hunger FF doing what he loves. One more freak to check in with, Tony Chase, and then in parentheses, I'm not gay, not ever. He's back because he's once again being harassed by the satellite man.
Alexa, what time is it?
He does this all the time. I'm not sure why. Like some sort of proof that it's the date he thinks it is.
10:15 p.m.
Alexa, what's the date? Alexa, what's the date?
Hey, bitch, what's the date? Like, he's very angry with his little AI assistant.
Today is Sunday, September 28th.
Here's the thing. If you are schizophrenic, this guy is under the impression that government people are controlling satellites, monitoring him, and
the satellite
beaming down rays to hurt his mouth. It's crazy to me that owning an always listening artificial intelligence speaker doesn't seem to bother him in the least. You don't think the satellite man is listening in on you on your Alexa device? What are you, fucking dumb? What sort of logic is that, you know? All right, so Alexa gives the date.
September 28th.
The satellite man had just hit me right there and they had spreaded the teeth.
Breaded.
Every time you touch my teeth, it's attempted murder. Every person touching my teeth must die in the courts. The courts must order every fucking person in court and put them on trial for the execution. Don't ever touch my fucking teeth, asshole. I am not your race. My teeth are my real bones. My real teeth.
Everyone is just so worked up.
Don't ever touch me, man.
Okay, all right.
The motherfucker.
Well, to be perfectly honest, they're not touching you. They're using a satellite ray to touch your teeth.
Touch me, man. The motherfucker that did that when I was eating French fries and fish sticks right now. They just did that and they spread the teeth. And they got food stuck in there.
Okay, well, like, your teeth are jacked up. They're rotted. What you need to do is go to the dentist if you want your teeth to stop hurting you. It's not the satellite man. It's your poor hygiene.
They just did that and they spread the teeth. And they got food stuck in there. Don't ever touch my face. Don't ever touch my body. You obviously have a fucking problem. You have a fucking problem, don't you, government man? You better touch your own family. You better touch your own children.
Hey.
You better touch yourself.
No. There will be no touching of children.
Hi, Galileo 2333.
See what happens? Now Galileo has been summoned. What a clusterfuck. Finally, before we get into the news today, you know, I've got a weak spot for September 11th tribute songs. It's the whole reason why there is a Linda Finkel Hall of Fame nominee. Linda Finkel sang that great September 11th song, Are You With Us or Are You Against Us? Well, now, 4 years later, we've got a new September 11th anthem. This courtesy of Becca Hannah 12. She recorded this a few weeks ago, still after September 11th, but okay, she's a little late, month-wise, and a lot of late, years-wise. This could have really helped heal a nation if you would have released this in 2001. But okay, you know, like I said, every day is a good day for a September 11th tribute song. Here is Becca Hannah. Oh, boy. I can tell this one's going to be soulful.
September 11th was a bad day.
Kind of underselling that, but okay.
An ugly day. It ruined everybody's day.
That's true. I remember planning to go to Mongolian barbecue for dinner that day, and the fucking terrorists put a real kink in that plan.
Twin towers came crumbling down by the brutal terrorists.
Oh, is that what happened? Why did I always think it was an earthquake? See, this is why we have songs like that. They're educational.
The terrorists took over the planes and crashed into the towers. People's lives were lost. Family members lost their family members.
My favorite comment so far is Nuke Jukum24, who says, this might be worse than 9/11.
People went into other countries and fought for lives. September 11th.
I am fighting every urge in my body to just run this through AI and see if we can come up with a usable song here. Andy Artime comments, Becca, this was very touching. Do the Holocaust next. I do think adding some instrumentals, in the background would go a long way into making this song a little more listenable.
Is a day we
a little more listenable.
Need to remember the people's lives that was lost for us.
Okay.
Those people of the army and military who lost.
Someone said, can we get a song for Charlie Kirk?
Their
Hasn't that guy been through enough?
lives and lives.
All right, okay.
We're struggling each day. Since September 11th, we need to remember those.
Someone actually went through the trouble of writing out the lyrics to this song. It would make it so easy to mess with AI. Maybe at the end of the show today, I'll debut a different version of the song. Right now, though, let's get into the crazy, bizarre twist to the fuck your news. All right, as you guys know, today's episode is sponsored by listener Yay. They would like Rod to read an advertisement for the sideshow, and Yay has written said advertisement. Rod or pay, take it away.
Here we go. Got time on your hands? Bored, stressed, suicidally depressed? If you move your subscription to the DistortedView.com website, you gain access to the archive of all previous episodes of DV. Perfect as background noise while masturbating, early morning episodes when one is just not enough, or on the weekends. Listen in the bath, in the shower. The Distorted View archive is DV on demand. With around 5,000 episodes of Distorted View at your fingertips, the quiet darkness will ring out with the voice of Timothy James Henson, leaving you forever distorted.
Hey, that's not bad copy. Yeah, that's not something I really advertise too much, but when you sign up for the sideshow over there at DistortedView.com, there is a web audio player, and it's broken down into years, and you can listen to every single past episode. And I made it very mobile friendly. So basically, you just pick from a menu what year you want to listen to. It displays all the shows. Every single episode has the title and then like a little play button next to it. And you just hit play. And the following is a Distorted View Sideshow exclusive.
I will fuck you over myself. I will rip your fucking face.
And there's a Sideshow exclusive episode. So yeah, all of the regular and Sideshow exclusive episodes are on the Sideshow web player. One more perk when you sign up for the Sideshow over there at DistortedView.com. You also get a personalized podcast feed, so you get all the new shows, Sideshow exclusive and regular alike. All major credit cards and PayPal accepted. Again, just go to DistortedView.com right now. Thank you so much, Rod or Pay. And more importantly, yay for helping out with the Sideshow plug today. Other ways to support the program, we've got a Patreon account, patreon.com/DistortedView. Pledge $5, get access to a special voicemail line where I will play your calls first. And yes, you can sponsor an episode of DV for only $25. Just PayPal me, show at DistortedView.com. You can also go to paypal.me/DistortedView. That's PayPal's website, but it just makes it a little easier, a little faster to go through the process. And then you can just either message me through PayPal or email me. Let me know what you want for your sponsorship. If you want me to talk about something in particular, or play a sound clip, or make Rod or Pay say something. You guys are pretty creative with your sponsorships. Love to see it. Okay, two very quick stories now. First up, this one comes from South Carolina. The South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, also known as SLED, which is not really a badass acronym for your police department. You're so close to having the acronym be SLAM, which is way cooler. South Carolina Law and Murder. Law and, it's hard to come up with the M word. Law and militancy, I guess. That's scary. A little dystopian. Law and mediation, law and magistrates, instead of judges. Whatever, there's just better options. SLED seems too whimsical and fun. Woo, we're going sledding. Woo, it's a snow day. We can do whatever the fuck we want. Free reign. Like, that's not the image you want to give. You're supposed to be about law and order, not sled riding and sleighs and jingle bells. Hot cocoa and fentanyl, presents and Santa Claus, and raping grandma. Not cool at all. No. Anyway, as always, I've gotten off topic by a part of the news story that doesn't really matter. But, this is what I find interesting. Yes, the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, or SLED, woo! Snowball fight! Has launched an investigation into an incident on Hilton Head Island that resulted in a sheriff's deputy being suspended. A video circulating on social media appears to show the off-duty deputy, whose name has not been released, pointing a firearm at a group of teenagers in his neighborhood. All right, well, what did the teens do? Teens can be assholes. Details about what sparked the confrontation on Sunday evening remain unclear. Well, then, I can't vilify the cop like I want to if I don't know what happened. In a statement issued Tuesday, officials said the 14th Circuit Solicitor's Office's What sort of fucking name is this? The 14th Circuit Solicitor's Office's Public Integrity Unit will review the matter once SLED's probe is complete to decide whether criminal charges should be filed. The deputy has been suspended without pay and stripped of his badge, firearm, and sled. No fun in the snow for you, sir. You think about what you did. Actually, I have some video, or for you guys, audio of the altercation. Let's see if we can make some sense out of this. I think this is from a news station or something.
Bro, what the ground. Come here!
The deputy is seen out of uniform. His only gear looks to be a bulletproof sheriff vest and a gun drawn and pointed directly at the kids. The kids seemingly scared.
Now, this guy who's supposedly a cop is wearing cargo shorts.
Vest and a gun drawn and pointed
well, it's a good look. What is that, like a bulletproof vest and shorts?
Out of uniform. His only gear looks to be a bulletproof sheriff vest and a gun drawn and pointed directly at the kids.
Yeah, for this police officer, the uniform is optional, but he always has his gun with him.
At the kids. The kids seemingly scared, calling out for help to others, asking for police. That's when the deputy is heard saying,
I am the police!
The deputy then takes a bag from one of the kids, where a small altercation breaks out. One kid pushing the deputy, him drawing his weapon, and once again pointing directly at the minor.
I wish I was the minor, but I had the knowledge and mind that I have now, because I'd be like, shoot me, motherfucker. And you better aim real good, because if you don't kill me, I am going to sue you for all you're worth. Like, I'm not going to have to work a day in my life. I will drain your motherfucking bank account.
No! Stop! Do not shoot!
Their plea only continues, this time calling out for desperate help from their loved ones.
Hey, help! Help! Help!
You know those teens, like before the gun came out, they were totally making fun of this guy. Hey, Tubby, what the fuck are you gonna do? You ain't gonna do shit, tough guy. Now they're crying. Help! Mommy, help!
A later video shows a brother of one of the minors who showed up after his sibling called crying. Listen.
Oh, these kids have nothing to worry about. They're all white. There's not a minority in sight. It's fucking Hilton Head.
Crying. Listen closely to the next part, where you hear what neighbors tell me is why the deputy allegedly took action in the first place.
Okay.
What just happened? I don't know what happened. They're flashing a gun, bro. These kids don't have a gun? What the hell? Mom, they're saying they have a gun.
I have a feeling that the cop realizes that he could possibly be in big trouble, so the only way that he could save himself is by saying, these kids had guns.
The parents of all minors involved are speaking with attorneys.
These kids, by the way, are in like t-shirts and little shorts, and like I don't even know where they would hide a gun.
Involved are speaking with attorneys and pursuing charges. They say the deputy was
little broccoli-headed freaks. They don't look like the type to have guns.
And pursuing charges. They say the deputy was intoxicated and was not breathalyzed by deputies who responded to the scene. They say they have more videos coming too, showing that nothing provoked the deputy from drawing his weapon on their kids. The Beaufort County Sheriff's Office did not confirm if they retrieved a gun from the minors.
Boy, he has this kid pinned down onto the pavement.
The deputy has been suspended without pay and relieved of his duties.
The encounter took place in the Squires Gate subdivision, a usually quiet and close-knit area on Hilton Head. Residents say the event has shaken their sense of security. It's almost like some police officers are just bad. They get off on their little power trips. One woman who lives nearby told reporters she didn't see the incident firsthand, but has watched the video online, so she's got opinions. She described, like me, I guess, she described it as disturbing and said some neighbors are now installing alarm systems, which is funny because when the alarm system goes off, the police are notified. Sounds like she's installed the alarms because of the cops. That's why they're afraid. That's why they need the alarms. Again, the county sheriff's office is overseeing an internal review to determine whether the deputy violated policies, while SLED is focusing on fun, building snowmen and having snowball fights. Whee! All right, final story we have for you today. This one just happens to come from our most fucked up state. Say it with me.
Our most fucked up state. It's our most fucked up state. It's Florida.
Okay. These things just keep getting longer and longer. Really stretch out that fucking dumb yodel. Okay. This story comes from Punta Gorda, Florida. Punta Gorda means fat pussy in Spanish, doesn't it? I think I make that very same stupid joke every time there's a story from Punta Gorda. Authorities say a woman, one of these days it's going to be funny. Authorities say a woman was arrested after allegedly stealing a motorized Publix grocery store shopping cart and taking it for a ride down Airport Road. Apparently she had to catch a flight. I told you guys, we are finally getting some Publix up our way. Now, Cincinnati is the corporate headquarters of Kroger, which is like one of the world's largest grocery store chains. So Publix coming into Kroger territory is like an act of war. The thing is, though, Cincinnati is very, very close to Kentucky. Like, it literally takes me, 5 or 10 minutes to get to Kentucky on the highway, right? So the Publix is like, they're inching upwards to Ohio, but they're still in Kentucky. Like, the nearest Publix is really about, I would say, it's a 20, 25 minute, maybe 30-minute drive, depending on traffic. And so it's not a grocery store I go to all the time, but I really like it. Now, of course, Lord Douche is a Florida boy, so he's very familiar with Publix. They've got some amazing subs that are pretty inexpensive. I'm a fan. I like Publix. They got a good bakery section. I have not tried their motorized shopping carts. Apparently, they're pretty fast. They hold a long charge. The Charlotte County Sheriff's Office reports that deputies were called to the Publix on Tamiami Trail. I don't know. At around 10:12 a.m. on Monday, the store manager told deputies that a woman had taken one of the store's motorized carts and was last seen driving it south along Tamiami Trail. Deputies later found the suspect, identified as 42-year-old Robin Zick of Punta Gorda, parked on the cart outside a Circle K gas station about a mile away. I think we talked about what Target was doing with their shopping carts. Historically, if you live around a grocery store, I'd say within like a 3 to 5 mile radius, it's not unusual to find shopping carts just strewn about, like floating in a stream, upside down next to a tree. It's very easy to take those shopping carts. Well, it was. Target came up with this ingenious idea. I don't know how much this adds to the cost of the shopping cart, but it's like equipped with some sort of geofencing equipment. And if you roll your cart too far away from the store, all the wheels lock, and it's very difficult to push the cart. Publix should really consider using this technology on their motorized carts, Could have prevented this. Officials confirmed the cart, worth roughly $2,500, had been taken away from Publix. Paramedics were also called to the scene after Zick reportedly placed a medical call before deputies made contact with her. Maybe she was trying to drive her shopping cart to the hospital. Well, when questioned, Zick told investigators she borrowed the cart to get to a medical appointment and intended to return it afterwards. So obviously she doesn't have a car. She walked to the Publix, realized she was running late for her gyno exam or whatever, and tried to borrow a Publix motorized wheelchair. She was taken to a hospital for evaluation and later released. Deputies then arrested her on a charge of grand theft because, that cart was worth $2,500. Think about all the fines she's going to rack up, court costs and stuff. It would have just been cheaper to take an Uber to your doctor's appointment. Or you could have went to Target and stole some roller skates. It's another fun way you could get to your appointment. There were options, lady. All right, there you go. That, my friends, is your Distorted News for Friday. Let's do a couple voicemails and get the hell out of here. Love to hear from you freaks, and there are many ways to contact the show. Show at DistortedView.com. I'm all over social media at DistortedView on Twitter and Instagram, Facebook.com/DistortedViewShow. Remember, if you pledge $5 to our Patreon account, you get access to a special voicemail line where I will play your calls first. And yes, we've got some patrons checking in.
Hey, Jigger, Tim, Blanche here.
Hey, Blanche.
How long do you think before the conservative Catholic people blame the liberals for no rapture? Fucking idiots.
It's Biden's fault we didn't get that rapture. Or better yet, we could just blame it on a trans person.
Hey, Tim! I'm calling to tell you I love you!
All right, well, thank you very much. Short and sweet.
Oh, dang. You hear the new poo-poo pocket pussy just popped?
Another short call that makes absolutely no sense.
Hey, Timmy. You know when Alexis K. Tyler had her son on there?
Yes.
Well,
Alexis K. Tyler was cooking, I don't know, breakfast or something for her son, and it immediately, the conversation turned to sex, and she was like, talking about how she always told her little boy to give them bitches good dickin', and, you know, it's just weird stuff going on in that family.
Hey, am I not... Dude's gay. Like, dude is talking to his mom like every other gay guy that's in the closet is talking to their mom. Like, the whole older women thing, giving him money. I mean, I've done that too.
Well, you know, I learned something from that. Well, I don't know exactly what the details are, but I don't think that guy is really her biological son. I could be wrong. You know, it's kind of hard. Like, there's something weird going on there.
Like, because, quite frankly, you can last a long time with an older woman and blah, 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 and you can make them happy and you get money. And she knows. Like, Alexis knows, because she keeps going on all these rants about, you know, gay people and booty and all that other stuff. Like, she knows, at least on a subconscious level, but, like, he's gay, right?
Well, as far as I can tell, no. He's not gay. He's always talking about women and they pussy.
All right. You probably don't have to listen to the first message.
Okay, good.
Totally forgot that my podcast thingy tells me the day that it's posted on my feed, not necessarily the day that you intended it. So technically, it was October 4th episode where you mentioned getting a mixer if you happen to be getting engaged, because then you can re-register for it, and all that silly nonsense around 49 minutes and 56 seconds in. And for some reason, I took that as a good enough reason to surprise you with the mixer.
Oh, okay. That was you that gave me the mixer. That was so very kind of you. We use it all the time. That's a lie, but we use it. We've mixed. I haven't taken any video.
So I decided that I would listen to every episode from 2024, from August until November, to find the right one. Who knows? I don't. I'm insane.
You are. Thank you so much for that very generous gift. That was what you called it an engagement present. You know, I'm not engaged, but, you know, one day, maybe. It was an early engagement present. I don't know who I'm going to be engaged to. All right, well, thank you very much for all the voicemails. Keep them coming. It's all the time we have on this edition of the show. Want you guys to email me, show@distortedview.com. Distortedview.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-660. Oh, God, is it? Oh, God.
I have the right to think.
Spread the distortion. STD. Tell all your friends about the show. Don't forget to give us a 5-star rating, a thumbs up, or like wherever you can rate and review podcasts. Next week is my mom's big surgery, so I'm going to be out. Of town for most of it, but there will be new episodes of DV all week long. I mean, Friday is still up in the air. It might be a best of show, but I'm thinking I'll have a new program for you on Friday as well. They will be a little bit shorter than normal. You know how that goes. But even when I say an episode's going to be short, I just can't shut the fuck up. So I'm sure it'll be just about the same fucking length as every other episode of DV. Regardless, thank you so much for a great week of programs. I leave you now with my attempt to make that awful September 11th tribute song titled September 11th Was a Bad Day a little better, a little more fun, a little more catchy. I'm going to try to give her the 90s Britney Spears treatment. Take a listen, and we'll see you back next week. Bye, everybody!
Twin towers came crumbling down, yeah, yeah. By the brood
keeping prayers of those, baby, yeah.
This has been another excellent podcast from the Scribe Media Group. Learn more at scribe.net.